In motion left, Flowers. Jackson, first play, going to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Raven first down.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Play 3 of the drive now is successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt, that's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
7, Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. Here's Shuck. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing. They were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 93 yards. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Jackson now.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brian Brzee.
He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. 7-7, our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
That's going deep for Bateman.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. Now look out.
I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
To throw now, Shuck.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Oh, the man is tipped him.
And they get this down to the 10. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that. Maybe they get this game tied up.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now it's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Hey, middle. You at X. Go ahead. Hey, report.
Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. To throw is Shuck. To the right side, he's got Vele. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing, Shuck. Olave holds it in. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Shuck now to throw. And this throw incomplete. So the defender all over in that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the gun, Shuck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. That's to his running back, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Again, it's Shuck. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Second and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now Shuck. He's got his running back out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th and 10 at the 22-yard line. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Back to throw here. They'll get that complete to Vele. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again is Shuck. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. From the gun, Shuck. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Nice shot. Yo.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This kick to shatter the NFL record, a 69-yard attempt.
And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. And he is finally going to be taken down. Boy, that could have been a really late swing here, but the attempt to return the field goal snuffed out. And that'll do it for this first half. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
Here's Shuck. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 51 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Saints 21, Ravens 7.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team owns it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Baltimore, first down.
Hey, report.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Ravens.
Hey, hey. Hey, middle. Hey. You change it. You.
Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Hey, Alpha, sit up. Hey. Yeah. Go ahead.
Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Oh. No, we changed it. Middle. Hey. You at X.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Hey. 13. Report. 180. Hey, short.
To throw again is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they're going to start at a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. To throw now, Shock. The throw left sideline falls incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll throw. Here's Shock. Open man downfield is Hill. Through the middle of the field. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 83 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. To throw is Shock. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devon Vele from 6 yards away. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28, Ravens 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
No, we changed it.
Now Jackson. Sends it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Middle, middle. All right. 180. Nice shot. Go. Go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Saints' 46-yard line.
Nice shot. 180. Nice shot. Report.
Here's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 45 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Throwing, Shuck. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Shuck now to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Shuck to throw for it on 4th.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
DC ready? Report! What? Larry! That's right. 13.
Now it's Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
No, we changed it. Hey! Report!
Jackson now.
That's complete, left side to Bateman.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Hey, report! To what? All right. Finish up.
Here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
You. Go ahead.
Jackson to throw. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Boy, a potential game changer there here in the fourth quarter to kick that out of bounds, and now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game. Here's 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Shuck. Little short pass here to Hill. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3. Now Shuck. And that is incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal. You can go for it, or you can punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is taken down. He's got a first. And they are on the precipice of field goal range now.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shuck again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's Shuck. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, middle. Ready?
Off the option, here's Henry. Gets this up across the 20 to the 21 or 22. Did show some power on that run, breaking the tackle. So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
Jackson will throw again. Throw caught by Flowers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, we changed it. Yeah.
To throw is Jackson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Jackson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, Ozzie, shut up.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the 1st down on that one?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Hey, report. What? Report. You.
Throwing, Jackson. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ballgame.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
Ran the money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich of these, yeah. Bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Blue diamonds on me, I'm a blue gel.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Quick throw to Olave. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's into space past the 15 and all the way up to the 33-yard line.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Backed up deep in their own territory. They were in search of a cushion, and the cushion was found.
And you have to think total game, even in overtime. As a head coach, field position still counts in this spot. So they had to get out from the shadow of their own goal line, get themselves some breathing room. Obviously, that helps them on offense, but it may help their defense, too. Might be necessary here in OT.
He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. To throw now, Shuck. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Again, it's Shuck. It's complete. Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime is kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing, Shuck. Open man is tipped in. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones, and that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown, or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.